Hi, welcome back to another Bookmas video. So today we're going to be talking about the series that I am currently in the middle of, which there's a lot. Okay, so let's jump right in. The first one is the Kindred's Curse series, and the first book is Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This series is interesting to me. I read book 1 and book 2, and it started off really strong. I really enjoyed the world. I enjoyed the magic system. It was so good to me, and I was just flying through the first two. And then when I hit the third book, that kind of slowed me down a little bit. So I am currently on Heat of the Everflame, which is book 3 of 4. Okay, and then the next series is the Gods and Monsters series. The first book in that series is called The Book of Azrael. I just read this one at the end of 2025. Absolutely loved it. Cannot wait to get back into it. It's by Amber V. Nicole. I really enjoyed that series. So basically I'm starting the second book of the series, which is Throne of Broken Gods. And as of right now, that is book 2 of 4, but I'm not sure if more are coming out. The next one is the Plated Prisoner series. The first book is called Guild, and this is by Raven Kennedy. I love this series. I have heard so many mixed reviews on this, but I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so well done. It was so unique. She is all gold. She is literally gilded, and she is like kept in a gilded cage by the king. It goes from there. We meet different characters. There's a whole found family. I love this series, ate it up. I was flying through the books one after the other, and then somehow the final one came out and I never started it, and I don't know why, but I am on the final book, which is book 6 of 6, and it's called Goldfinch, and it is on Kindle Unlimited. There's no excuse. 2026, I really want to be able to say that I have finished the series, but it is such a good series. It's such a wild ride. I really don't want it to be over, but it's time. It's time. It had its moment to shine. Then there is the Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I don't know how to feel about this series. I loved the first book from Blood and Ash. I loved that book. I thought it was so good. I immediately flew into the second book. I read it so fast, I can't remember what it was called. And then I started on the third book, which is Crown of Gilded Bones, and started to get a little bored. And I hate to say that because there are currently 6 books out for that series, and there could be more. And if I'm feeling bored on book 3, I'm really nervous for how I will be feeling on book 6 or 5, you know? And if it continues past that, I know she's a big one for just growing these massive worlds, doing the next book just keeps coming out, and she has a huge fan base, and that has to be for a reason, but I'm just not sure. I feel like I don't have the attention span to stay with one book series for that many books. I'm a trilogy girl. Give me 3 books, bam, done, loved it, on to the next. The Rose Hill series, oh my goodness, I love this series. Elsie Silver. The first book was Wild Love. I absolutely love it. It was so good. I ate it up. Wild Love, Wild Side, Wild Eyes, or it might have been Wild Eyes and then Wild Side. But I ate up the first 3 books, and the last book in the series is Wild Card, which I do not own, but I cannot wait for this book. I have heard great things about it. It's the completion, so there's 4 books total, and I just cannot wait. And playing off of that one is another series that's very similar. This is by Lauren Asher. This is the Lakefront Billionaire series. The first book is Love Redesigned. They're pretty chunky, but they're really good. To me, they read very fast. This is another billionaire, small town-ish. I think it's a small town, but such a good series, such a good found family. I love the crossover from the characters, absolutely eating this one up. This is a trilogy, so the last one that I have to read is Love Arranged, and I cannot wait. I think it's going to be so fun. I love these covers. I think she has the most gorgeous covers. I absolutely love Lauren Asher books. If you have not read a Lauren Asher book, pick up any of them. She has an F1 series that is incredible. She has a Dreamland Billionaire series that is based on their version of Disney World. It is so good. I loved it. And then this Lakefront Billionaires, she really likes billionaires, which, I mean, girl, same. Where are they? I don't see any billionaires around here, but very good series. Totally recommend. I will be so sad when it's over. Okay, and then the next one is Artifacts of Oranos, I think is how you say that. And the first book in that series is The Trial of the Sun Queen. This was so good. I ate this book up. I think I read it like maybe 2 years ago. So it's basically this king is getting married, and all of these girls are fighting for the title, I guess, fighting for his hand and trying to get his attention, and they will become like the queen of the land, and there's powers and there's magic and there's fae, and it's so good. And you feel like you're in one world in this book, and then the second book just takes you off and you just go down a rabbit hole, and it's really good. But it started getting a little complex. Like I started feeling like, okay, where are we going? So I read the first book and the second book, and then I am currently on the third of 4. So I did get a little ways through. I mean, I got 150 pages in and just put it down, and this was 6+ months ago. So now I feel like if I start reading it again, I might have to just start over from the beginning of this one, because I really don't remember where I left off. But it definitely started to feel like, okay, I don't know where we're going with this series. It just got a little confusing to me, but I might not have been in the right mindset for that. So I want to give it another shot. I want to start over on this one, read it from the start, maybe do like a recap of the first 2. I love doing that on YouTube, just finding a recap video, get refreshed, know where we left off on book 2, and then start fresh on book 3. So we'll see. The next series is the Immortal Dark trilogy. The first book in the series is called Immortal Dark, and this is by Tigist Girma. I did look up how to say her name, so I wanted to make sure that I said it correctly. This is a really good series. It has vampires, which I really like. So I read the first book, which was Immortal Dark, and then the second one I just got from the library. It's Eternal Ruin. I hope to get to it before the library hold is out, but I might not be able to. So this might be a book that I read in 2025, because we do have a few days left in 2025. The first book was really good. It grabbed my attention right from the start. It was different than a lot of things that I've read. It was more like the house has magic instead of the people have magic, if I remember correctly. There was something about the house, and if you leave the house, then it's someone else's house and they can take it from you, and the house has magic, and it has to stay within this they have like this college campus, and all of the houses on the college campus are all powering the magic. I'm gonna have to do a recap for sure, but it was so interesting. So she's having to live in this house that is her rightful house, and her family passed it down, but she's living with a vampire because he also wants the house, and it's like, if you leave first, the other gets the house. It was really good, highly recommend. Really want to get to the second one. She knows how to tell a story, and I really enjoyed that. Okay, then we have the Off-Campus series. Oh, I love this series by Elle Kennedy. So I have read The Deal, which is the first one, and then years ago, it's been a few years ago, I read the first 3. It's The Deal, The Mistake, and I can't remember, The Goal, I think is the third one. So I read the first 3 books, and then I wanted to get back into it and pick the series back up, and I just started over because I forgot who the characters were. So I have read The Deal like 6 months ago or so, and I am currently in the middle of reading The Mistake. I hope to just continue the series. A new show or movie, I think it's a TV show, is coming to Amazon Prime based on the series, and I think that's going to be so fun to see the characters come to life. I cannot wait to see this. So I need to read the books, because I need to know who these people are and know like if it's a good fit character-wise or not, like cast-wise. So I'm just going to keep reading that series right now and cannot wait to get to the show. Then in November, I finally read Lightlark. I have wanted to read this for so long, and I finally read it, and I am on the second book now, Nightbane. I just started listening to the audio, and I'm barely into it. I'm probably going to put it on pause until 2026 because I have so many December reads I want to get to. But yeah, I'm excited to continue that series. So I'll be on book 2 of 4, and that's by Alex Astor. So definitely recommend that if you like YA fantasy. I would totally recommend jumping into the series. Okay, then by Lexi Ryan, we have These Hollow Vows. I have read These Hollow Vows, which is book 1. I am now on book 4, so I need to start that in 2026, and it is Between These Broken Hearts. It's another just really good YA fantasy. It's the first 2 books follow characters, and then I want to say the next 2 books in the series follow like different characters. So I want to say they're 2 duologies that are interconnected. So I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive. I read the other 3 books so long ago. So I just want to get to book 4, finish out the series. It might require me to either reread book 3 or do like a recap on book 3 just to know where we left off, because I don't remember anything about the series right now, sadly. But it was good. It was really good. It's not that it's not memorable. I am a brain dump person. I read a book, I fall in love with it, I'm obsessed with it, I talk about it nonstop for like a week, and then I brain dump it, it's gone. I don't remember anything about it. I don't remember the characters. It's bad. I think that's why I can reread books so much, because I'm like, oh wow, this is brand new. I've never heard of this before. Like, you just read it last year. I don't know. Okay, next we have one of my favorite series of all times, the Zodiac Academy series by the Twisted Sisters. This is, oh my goodness, so good. If you don't like bully romance, don't pick it up. It is bully romance, fae, It is so, 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 so good. I absolutely love this series. There are 9 books, and that does not count the novellas. I want to say there's a 0.5 novella, there's a 5.5, an 8.5. I want to say there's another one in there somewhere, but maybe not. So there's at least 12 books in this series total in just the Zodiac Academy, like this world. Because then, I don't know if it's called, yeah, because then there's the Ruthless Boys. Okay, so there's the Zodiac Academy series, and then there's Ruthless Boys, which takes place 5 years before Zodiac Academy, and then there's the Darkmoor Penitentiary, which takes place 5 years after Zodiac Academy. So this is technically the middle series, but I discovered this one first, and so I started reading this series first, and then it was recommended to stop after book 3 or 4. Now I can't remember because I did it wrong. Whatever I did was wrong. Okay, so book 3. I think you're supposed to stop after book 3. You go read the Ruthless Boys series, which is 5 books. So I'm currently on book 5 of that series. And then you come back to Zodiac Academy, you finish it out, and then you do Darkmoor Penitentiary. It's so complex, but it is so worth it. I want all the books in the series. So I've read the first 4 books in the Zodiac Academy series. So when I come back from Ruthless Boys, I will be on the 5th book, which is Cursed Fates. And whew, I'm ready to get back into this one. Book 4 left us on a massive cliffhanger. I am so excited to see where the series goes. I mean, I truly have no idea where we're going with the series. I don't understand how there's 9 books. It feels like it could possibly wrap up in this book for me, so I am dying to know where it goes, and then you will definitely catch me reading Darkmoor Penitentiary as soon as I'm done with the series. So, okay, now the Crave series by Tracy Wolff. I have a very love-hate relationship with this series, but I am one that if I start it and if I invest time in it, I'm going to see it through. So there are currently 6 books in the series, and I am about 30% of the way through the 6th book, and I have been reading that 6th book for about 6 months, maybe even longer. I'm struggling. I'm at the point where I just don't really care what happens to these people. I just want it to be over. I loved the first book in the series. It got recommended to me that it is a mix between Twilight, oh my goodness, what was it? Twilight and Harry Potter? No, it couldn't have been Harry Potter. What was the spinoff from Vampire Diaries? There was a spinoff show. There's Vampire Diaries, the originals, and then there's a spinoff show where Hope Michelson is the main character, and they are going to school at the Salvatore boarding house. Whatever that series is, it was like that. Okay, so basically we have a school full of all different kinds of supernatural creatures. There's wolves, vampires, witches, gargoyles, which is crazy, dragons, like shifters. It's YA. They are all at this school. It's really interesting. It's really good. The series immediately starts off. It hooked me. I think this was a 5-star book for me. I loved it. Flew through the first 3 books, and then once we hit 4, I started to slow down. I was like, okay, I'm kind of over this, but I want to see it through. I want to do book 6, which is Cherish. Another one that I'm just so ready to be done with at this point, and I hate feeling this way because I love these books initially, is the Shadow and Bone series. I think I've outgrown this series. I loved it when I first picked it up when I hadn't read much fantasy. I thought it was so good, a good YA fantasy. The magic system was so good. The Darkling, I loved it. I have not yet read the Six of Crows duology, which I am actually like excited to read that one, so that might be a 2026 read for me, but first, I need to get through this series. So I read the first book. I read the 2nd book. I am now on the 3rd book. I am, and have been for a year, 106 pages through the 3rd book. I really want to finish it. I really like the show. I actually did like the show. I really do want to finish this series. Once I finish this trilogy, then I'm going to go on to the Six of Crows duology. I really want to continue with her books, but I just mentally, I have to finish this book first. And like I said, I'm 106 pages in. I am struggling. Okay, then we have Hush Hush by Becca Fitzgerald. I really like this series. It's a Fallen Angel series. It's really interesting. It's an older series. I want to say it was written in like 2008 or something. It's a little older, so it's different. 2009 was the first one, yeah. But a show is coming out about this, based on this, and I love the book series by Lauren Kate called Fallen. It's so good. I absolutely love that series. That is like a nostalgia series for me as far as Fallen Angels go, and then they came out with a movie, and I really liked the movie, but then they tried to do a TV show, and I didn't like that. So this gives me those same kind of feelings. It was good. I definitely want to continue it. So this is book 1, and then I am on book 2. So crescendo, again, another thing where I started the book. I'm on chapter 7, 127 pages in. I probably will just restart the whole series if I'm being honest, because I don't remember much from book 1. I just remember that I really liked it and I wanted to continue the series. So I bought the series, but I think I'm gonna have to go back in and reread it. So this is book 2 of 4. So there's 4 total and a show coming soon. Okay, then I finally broke into the Pierce Brown world with Red Rising. I liked it, didn't love it. I did go through and annotate a little bit just because it was so confusing to me. I think I would have been better listening to this on audio maybe. When it's a fantasy world and it's the first book in a fantasy world and you're trying to really comprehend what's going on and the characters and how the magic works and the world, I think I'm better on the where you read the book and you listen to the audio at the same time and you are like all in that book. I'm either better doing that or just listen to the audio, because when I was reading the book, I got so confused. I restarted chapters over again so many times, but I hear that it starts that way, but it does get easier to understand as you know the characters in the world, you know, gets more familiar to you. So definitely want to continue it. I thought it was interesting. I did not love it like a lot of people do, but I did like it. So we'll see. I want to continue it. I want to know what all the hype is about, you know? I feel FOMO when I don't read these books or I don't love them. I'm like, what's wrong with me? It's got to be me, right? Because everybody else loves the series. So I'm determined to like it. Then we have the Bargainer series. The first book is Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. She wrote the Four Horsemen series where it's pestilence, famine, war, death. So I think she's really well known for that series. I have not heard much about the series, but I really, really like it. All I really remember, because I read book 1 over a year ago, all I really remember is there's a girl and she keeps asking favors from Death. She keeps asking all these favors and getting all these things done, and he keeps putting bracelets on her wrist every time she asks for one of these favors. And then he finally comes to collect, and he's like, okay, you owe me so much of your time, you're coming with me. And they go on this journey, and I remember really liking it, but I really don't remember much about it. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna reread this book. I've only read the first book, so I would be on book 2, A Strange Hymn, but I think I'm just gonna reread this book. And I mean, it's short, it's a good little read. It was so fast. I remember really, really liking it. Yeah, it says, make a deal if you dare. Then we have the Arc of a Scythe series, with the first book being Scythe. What a cool premise of a book. This is dystopian. It is so interesting to me. So basically there is no death. There is no hunger, disease, war, nothing. But there are scythes. And so when your time is up and it's time for you to die, they come and actually kill you and take you. And we are following these, I think it's 2 kids, a boy and a girl, a younger. I think we are following them, and they are training to become scythes. So they are going to be the ones to come and take your life and end your life, which is so crazy and so interesting. I ate this book up. It was so good. I love dystopian. That is one series that I can read that's YA, no problem. Fantasy is hit or miss for me. Romance is really hit or miss. I don't really like YA mystery thriller unless it is Holly Jackson. I love her books. I eat them up. But I really just don't like a lot in that genre that's YA. But dystopian, yes, absolutely. Eat it up. Love it so much. It was so good. So this was the first book. And so the next one that I have is the second book in the series. There are 3 total, so it is a trilogy. And this is Thunderhead. I am super excited to get into this one. I was lucky enough to find these in a little free library. So they only had the first 2, but they're very heavily used copies. But you know what? I love a used copy because I love to read a book like this. But I will not do that with my brand new, beautiful paperback editions. But the spine was already broken. Everything's already bent. So I can just read in the pool like this, and I am so happy. And if I accidentally drop it in the pool or I get a little bit of water on it, it's totally fine. So I love a good used, loved, worn paperback. The next series is the Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Dinneman. I just discovered this in 2025. I love it. I'm obsessed. I think that this man is either deranged or brilliant. His mind just works in a different way than everybody else's. I absolutely ate that book up. It was so good on audio. I'm probably going to read all of them on audio. I don't have any physical copies. I love the audio versions of these books. So I am on the second book of 8 for now, and there might be more coming out. So I'm just going to drag them out and take my time. This will probably be another series where I read 1 book per month. But the second one is called Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I love the names of these books. One is called The Anarchist Cookbook. Like, it's just what a series, what a ride. But if you have not read that book, it is like an RPG. It is a video game, immersive dystopian world. It is incredible. You will laugh so hard. Princess Donut is the best cat name I've ever heard in my life. I love it. So definitely continuing that series. I will be listening to that with my husband. He heard it in the background one time and really liked it. So that's another series that we can listen to together. So that's really fun. Then we have the Married to Magic series, which I have not heard anybody talk about the series, but Elise Kova, she can write a fae book. She is so good at fantasy. This cover, first off, is gorgeous. I know a lot of people might not like this. I think this is so pretty. It's the fun, like, matte covers. I love her books. I own so many books by her at this point. This is a 5-book series. I have read Deal with the Elf King, but the next one on my list is a vampire book. Oh, I'm so excited. A Duel with the Vampire Lord. I cannot wait to read this book. I'm going to read this in the winter, so probably very early 2026. I, again, love these covers. They're all so bright and vibrant, and they all are that matte feel. Absolutely love it. So this is book 3 of 5 of this series. I am eating this series up. Then we have the beloved Addicted Calloway Sister series. This is the first book in the Addicted series, so it's a little complex. There are 2 connected series. So there's the Addicted series, which has 5 books, and then there is the Calloway Sister series, which also has 5 books. So basically they're kind of connected. You have to go back and forth if you want the best reading experience. I have heard of some people reading the full Addicted series, all 5, and then the full Calloway Sister series. I don't recommend that. I'm not following that. So you're supposed to read the first 3 books in the Addicted series. That is Addicted to You, Ricochet, and Addicted for Now. Then you come over and you read Kiss the Sky, which is the first book in the Calloway Sister series. Then you read Hot House Flower. Then you go back over to the Addicted series and you read Thrive and Addicted After All, which are the last 2. You come back over to the Calloway Sister series and you read Fuel the Fire, A Long Way Down. And then they have an epilogue novel, which is about this thick. It is massive. And that is called Some Kind of Perfect. And then they have another book that is massive, and it's 2 books in one, and it is called Bad Reputation. And it follows the kids from the adults in this series. So long story short, it's a lot of books. It's a lot of back and forth. So because of that, I do get a little overwhelmed because I have so many books. And so I had to remember what reading order. So I am now going to be starting on the Hot House Flower, which is the second book in the Calloway Sister series. Then I can go back and finish up the Addicted series. But I love it. I think it is so good. It is so found family. If you love found family and that's your favorite trope, this has the best found family I think I've ever seen in any book series ever. It is absolutely amazing. These people get along so well, and they are truly family. They truly do become family. So I have fallen in love with these characters. I don't want it to be over, but it needs to. So 2026, I think I'm going to do that again, where I'm going to read 1 book each month so that I can eventually finish this whole world. And then honestly, I'll probably start it back over in the next year or 2. I'll probably pick it back up and start right back over again because it's that good. Then we have the world of K.A. Tucker, The Simple Wild. I love her writing. I've read so many books by her, but I am kind of new to this series. I have read The Simple Wild. I did really like it. I read it about 2 years ago, I want to say. It is a really good book. It is a really good read. I absolutely loved it. And then the next one in the series is Wild at Heart. So I just basically need to keep going with this series. Now for my favorite discover of the year is the Windy City series. I'm going to pretend that Mile High doesn't exist because unfortunately I really did not like that book. It just did not do it for me. So The Right Move, which is book 2, was one of the most perfect books I've ever read in my entire life. I absolutely love Ryan Shea. I love this book so much. So this is a 5-book series. All of the books have come out now, and they follow different characters. And another example of a wonderful found family. The family in this book, they are just amazing. They're all friends. They all play different sports. They're all within Chicago. Beautiful series. Beautiful characters, relationships, found family. Could not recommend it enough. I do not want it to be over, but I am ready to get to Rio's book, which is the final book. I'm so sad, but in, I think it's March of 2026, is Monty's book, which is a character from the books. He's actually the head coach. Yeah, because he doesn't own the team. He's the head coach of the baseball team that Kai and Isaiah Rhodes play on. So it's going to be really good to see his his love finally happened for him, this poor guy. But this is Rio's book. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I don't want it to be over. Also, how gorgeous are these frayed edges? I pre-ordered the entire series minus Mile High, which is the first one, but they haven't all come in yet. They won't come in until 2026, but I can't wait to just have them all on my shelves. They're gonna be so beautiful together. I love this series. Then we have the Moonfall series. When the Moon Hatched is the first book in the series by Sarah A. Parker. The second book, Ballad of Falling Dragons, comes out sometime in 2026. I want to say earlier 2026, but maybe not. I'm not positive when it comes out, but I cannot wait. That will be book 2. This is book 1. Look how thick that girl is. That is a big old book, but it was so good. It's dragons. It is a very intense, very well thought out fantasy world. I absolutely love this. I keep calling this a high fantasy. I don't think it's technically a high fantasy. I think it's just a fantasy romance, but for me, it was like so complex and so much. Again, maybe it's just me. Really, really, really loved it though. I think this is such a good series. I cannot wait to continue on with this one. And then of course, Quicksilver, Fae and Alchemy by Callie Hart. Oh, I love this series so much. I love the first book. I have read it twice now. Brimstone just came out. I just finished it a couple of days ago. It was so good. And then the third book is coming out, I think sometime in 2026, which I'm very excited about. I think it's going to be a trilogy, but I'm not positive. I haven't really heard one way or the other on that. So I hope it's a trilogy. Honestly, I love a good trilogy fantasy romance, but this was a perfect book 1 for me. A perfect book 1 in a series. Brimstone was really good, but it was not a total 5-star for me. It was a 4.5 star, but Quicksilver is a 5-star every time. I don't care how you read it, how many times you read it. It's a perfect 5-star read. Totally recommend. Okay, then we have 2 more. I don't have the physical copies of these books, but the first one is the Silver Elite series. Book 1 is called Silver Elite. That is by Danny Francis. I really, really, really love this book. I think in a previous video, I said this was true fantasy. Well, I think it's more dystopian. So don't listen to me. Again, I'm just here to tell you the vibes, if the book was good, if I really enjoyed it, if I would recommend it. I'm not really going to be the one to tell you the specifics and like every single thing that happened and what it's categorized as. So just take that with a grain of salt, but it is definitely more of a dystopian book. It was so good. I really, really, really enjoyed it. It is her, I want to say it's her debut novel, but I could be wrong on that as well. But I know it was a really good first book to a dystopian series, which for me is really hard to do. Like I said, I don't give 5 stars often to the first book in a fantasy series or a dystopian series because you're world building and it's complicated, it's confusing. So I really liked this one. The second book does come out in 2026 and it is called Broken Dove. And as of right now, I'm not sure how many books there's going to be. She's just talked about these 2 that I've heard, so we will see. And then the final one is Conform by Ariel Sullivan. This blew me away. This shocked me. I got an arc to this book and I read it. It was a dystopian novel, a first book in a series. I was so excited to start another new dystopian series. Blew me away. It is so good. I love that feel of dystopian world where there's the good guys and the bad guys, the reds and the whites, or the reds and the blues, and the rebellion is happening, and it's like the rebellion are bad guys and they're not actually the good guys, but actually they're not the bad guy. You know, like that whole world. I love those types of books, and this one ate. It was so good. I absolutely love this book. I totally recommend. I want to say it's out now. I'm almost positive that this book is out now. It was so good. So if you like dystopian, I would totally recommend this one, and I will be starting book 2 as soon as I get it in my hands. I cannot wait. And that was it. There might be more books that I did not think about or did not remember. I'm sure there's a few series here or there, but that is a total of 28 series. So that's enough already. If you think about it, that's 28 books that I need to read in 2026 just to get to the next book in the series. Plus, I already posted a video of the 26 books I want to read in 2026 that are not part of any of these. So that's 28 books, then another 26 books, and then I have so many new releases that I want to get to. There are so many books coming out this year that I cannot wait to read. So that is it for my series. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to probe and try to find more, but yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know down in the comments if you have any series that you're trying to get through. Thank you for watching Bookmas with me. I have so enjoyed doing Bookmas, and come back tomorrow because we will have another Bookmas video. Bye guys.